And howdy do. Hey, I'm still here in Bardstown, as you can see. We got some chairs out here, and I got a nice little cottage here for an extremely reasonable price. And we're just trying to relax. And I told you that story, so I'm not going to go on and on about it. But hey, I found this Hudepohl, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Amber Lager. This was a Cincinnati beer at one time, and here's what they say about it right now: is that it's actually brewed in Pennsylvania under authority of Hudepohl, Cincinnati, Ohio. So again, we're talking about a contract brew. And so I'm going to pour this. I'm going to tell you my thoughts on it here. And there's a reason I bought this. I knew this wasn't going to be. Well, I'm pretty sure anyway. It's not going to be one of your knock your socks off beers. For two reasons: one, the price, and one, what I just told you, or two, what I just told you. There we go. It does pour nice amberish. A nice head though. It is a. I don't know if you could tell, but it's a that head pours very nice there. Um, I do consider myself a beer geek because I love beer. I love all things beer. Some people have even referred to me as a beer evangelist because I praise the goodness of beer. I talk more about the emotion of beer and how it makes me feel than some of the real detailed notes like most beer reviewers do. So I don't really consider myself a beer reviewer. Where most beer reviewers would be like the play-by-play guy at a baseball game. I'm more of the color commentary guy. I'm the guy that gives you that other information. And I am a little different than a lot of those folks because sometimes I intentionally buy beers like this that I know aren't going to be those super pretentious, stick your nose up in the air and swish and smell. I don't always buy. Now, I don't think every beer has to be knock your socks off. You know what? Sometimes it just has to do its job. And sometimes its job is just to cool you down and make you feel good. And I think that's probably what a beer like this is for. This is probably one of those nostalgia beers if you grew up in Cincinnati, is what I can imagine it is. It's an amber lager. It ran less than $7 a six pack. So, I mean, again, can you go wrong? Well, probably not. To be honest, for me, if it's under $7 a six pack, I had the Fall City. I thought it was a nice beer. It's not a $9 six pack beer. It just isn't. It should be about $8 top end. This ran. I paid $6.79 for. It is an amber ale. There is nothing crazy about it. There's nothing remarkable about it. There's nothing memorable about it. There's nothing to, oh yeah, so you got to try this. But you know what? 20 years ago, before craft beer got shit ass crazy with all the flavors we got now, this would have been a beer people went, oh yeah, because it had more flavor than what most other beers were doing. So it's kind of a lesson in context there. No, this isn't a knock your socks off beer. You're not going to remember it. If you're one of those people that has to have something that just pops your head off every time you drink it, this isn't going to be the beer for you. But if sometimes you just need something at a reasonable price, you want something that's quality but not crazy. Maybe you just want to have a nice quick beer or two after you got home from work, or watching a fight or a ball game, that you don't want to have to do the whole pretentious beer snob thing with. And that's what a beer like this is for. I think there is a place for beers like this. That's why I don't diss them for what they are. I mean, again, nothing remarkable, nothing memorable, but nothing wrong with it either. It does exactly what a beer is supposed to do, which is refresh you and make you feel good. Oh, it is very refreshing too. It does have the finish is interesting. This type of beer doesn't typically finish dry, but this one has just a slightly dry, just enough to go, let you know you're done. So it does tell me that it is quality. I don't know if it's brewed with adjuncts or not. It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like it's adjunct laden. It just doesn't feel like it. So this is my first Hudepohl, and you guys know what my scale is. I don't give numbers, letters. Uh, But here's my scale is either a buy again or not, and I'm going to say a buy again. And I tell you why: $7 a six pack. That's why it's a buy again. Yeah, I would buy it for $6.79 a six pack again, because sometimes you just want some filler beers in the fridge. You know what I'm saying? You don't always want to drink a $10 beer. Sometimes you just want something you can have a few of. This would be a great six pack to take to a card game or a barbecue or some kind of event where you're gonna have a few and not do the whole. Oh my gosh, I'm so special. I can switch my beer and smell. If you just want to be a normal human being and have a regular beer, that's what a beer like this is for. That's why it's a buy again for me. Oh, I'm coming to Beer Whisperer. How many people did I cheese off with that last statement?